Well, what a great win today. I mean, we had to fight today. We didn't necessarily tear the cover off the baseball, but, man, did we take advantage of some opportunities when we got them. In the first inning, Will Taylor with a big walk, 2 outs. Cooper Engel hits the double off the left field wall, score a run. Caden Grice, a walk in the second, reads a ball in the dirt, does a great job of running the bases. And then Reed Garris gets his first hit, which was a big one. A big 2-out single RBI for Reed Garris. Breyer hit a homer in the fourth, and then Reed Garris again gets on base via the walk, and Blackwell with a walk, and then Wagner, big-time player, steps up in a big-time spot and hits a hanging breaking ball for a 3-run homer to give us some insurance. And how about our pitching staff? Jeffrey Gilbert again was just phenomenal. I think he went 5 2/3. Only 1 walk, 5 punch-outs, and then the freshman Gordon was just dominant, there at the end of the game, just shut them down. So all in all, we played a very clean baseball game today when it came to pitching and defense. And offensively, we came up with some big hits when we needed to. We didn't have a ton of opportunities, but we capitalized in a few innings when we did have some opportunities.
How big was it that you clinched a spot now in the SEC tournament? Now you got that out of the way. So
Yeah.
kind of sigh of relief there.
Yeah, I mean, I told the guys after the game, look, we've accomplished one thing, right? We've accomplished getting into the ACC tournament, but our work is not done. We're still trying to work on our resume to get into the NCAA tournament. So, win tomorrow is a huge deal for us because it could potentially, obviously, with other games and other, RPI factors in there, it could keep us underneath that 30 number, which is critical with 13 wins. If you look at the case precedent of teams that have gotten in with 13 wins into the NCAA tournament, it's very important that we can keep our RPI where it is. But it is big for us. We give ourselves a chance now. So, very proud of our team for being able to do that. And, we get a chance to keep playing.
Coach, you mentioned Reed Garris, kind of a baptism by fire for the freshman. Obviously, a good day at the plate, but how about your assessment of how he's done defensively? It seems like he's all his own.
He's caught great. I mean, he's caught exceptionally well. In my opinion, he's just as good as the other 2 guys defensively. We believe in him defensively. We knew that he could go back there and do a good job for us, but what a great great job by him on offense. Again, come up with a big hit and scored a run by getting on base with a walk, just managing his at-bats, putting together competitive quality at-bats for us down there in that spot. And it's just great to see him, be able to do that for us.
Do you have an update on French? Is it a hamstring?
Yeah, he's going to be out for a bit. We don't know how long. We'll have him reevaluated tomorrow. Not quite sure what type of timetable we're looking at. As you guys know, with hamstrings, some guys bounce back quicker than others. But we won't really know. Probably, I would say it'll take a few days before we know how long he'll be out.
Do you have any idea when you think you might feel comfortable about putting Engel behind the plate?
Yeah, Engel won't be catching.
At all?
He will not be catching. No. I would say, unless something drastic happens, I don't anticipate Cooper being able to catch.
Monty, you talked about the pitching and how solid they were today, and you had that on the yesterday. You got to go into Sunday now with basically a full staff at your disposal.
Well, it's always great when you use 2 guys for one game on the pitching side and you win because of what you just said. It allows us to be able to use a number of guys out of the bullpen behind Barlow. Hopefully Billy's got to get over that threshold. We got to get him through 5 innings. But if we can get him into the 5th and we can score early, we have a number of options available for us out of the bullpen. So we've got Ammons, we've got Lindley, we've got Deal. We got a lot of guys. So, I mean, we're going to be okay out of the pen tomorrow, but we got to get a good start out of Barlow, and we got to score runs early. I think that's critical for us tomorrow.
Coach, Taylor legged out, beat out a double play that allowed for Wagner's 3-run home run.
Yeah.
Is that just an example of how his speed can affect the game even when he's not in it?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's more of an example of just running a hard 90, right? I mean, we was fortunate. Had the sinker guy in. They brought him in for a reason, try to get a double play. And, Taylor hit the big hop ground ball to shortstop. Thank God it was a big hop. Gave him a little more time to get down the line. And he just ran a hard 90. I mean, I think that's just playing the game the right way. And, running hard and, trying to force them to make a play. And, luckily he was safe, which kept the inning going. And then Widener got the hanging breaking ball and tattooed it.
What's Barlow been touching with his fastball?
Yeah, Barlow, Billy's going to run it. He'll clip 94, 93, 94 some. But, he's mainly going to pitch, 90, 91. But he can bump it up there 94, even 95 at times. Sinker, heavy sinking fastball, slider, changeup guy. Slider over changeup.
At what point watching him pitch midweek did you and Andrew determine, okay, he's a weekend guy for us? Or was that just by default because the other guys weren't getting it?
No, I think that when we went into the season, there were a number of guys that were in contention to start on the weekend. We kind of built all these guys to start on the weekend. And at the time, just looking back, we felt like Billy was right there. We felt like he was right there in the mix with everybody else. We just felt like we wanted to go with an older veteran starting pitching staff and let Billy pitch in the middle of the week, which is what you'd like to do with a true freshman. You'd like to build him up in the middle of the week. But we felt like he had a chance to pitch on Sundays for us as a true freshman. We also thought Gilbert could start for us. We wanted to use Jeff early out of the pen because he's such a weapon out of the bullpen. But, he's really done an outstanding job for us here, in the back half of the season, getting in there and getting a chance to start. But kind of built all those guys to start. And we decided that we felt like we went the conservative route to start Barlow in the middle of the week to begin with. And then got an opportunity to start on the weekend, and he's done a good job. Had a great start at Virginia. Hopefully he can do that again for us tomorrow.
You got a couple of big outings of Gordon lately. What do you see from him on the mound?
I see just electric stuff. He's a guy that's he's kind of a late bloomer. We thought he was going to be really good. If you looked at him in the fall, he certainly wasn't showing the velocity that he has now, but he had 2 breaking balls. He's very tall and projectable, super athletic kid, and the velocity's just continued to climb. The hard work that he's put into the weight room is really paying off for him. We thought he was going to be a guy for us. It was just a matter of time. He just needed to get stronger, and he's certainly making some jumps here in the back half of the season that are pretty eye-opening. He's got a chance to be a special arm for us.
How clutch has Jeffrey been for you guys the last 2 weeks now?
I think that when you look at where we were at and what we needed to do to get into the ACC tournament, we needed to have big starts. We've been saying it all year long. We swing the bats with anybody in the country. When we get good starts on the mound and we shut the other team down to give our offense a chance to score runs, we can beat anybody in the country. And, we won Gilbert's start against Virginia, and, he stepped up in a big way. After losing the first game, we needed to get a win in Virginia. Jeff stepped up and gave us a huge start, and we needed to win today. Again, it's a one-game playoff every time this team touches the field because, I believe that we have a chance to play in the postseason, and these guys do too. So, his 2 starts have been, very big for us.
Anything else? Thank you, Coach.
All right.